Hello, gardeners. Today we're going to tour our citrus trees that we have growing in Virginia, Zone 7B. I will tell you the age of a lot of these shrubs that we have here and where we bought them. We're gonna first start with this. This is the Sugar Bell. This is the third year we have it on the pot. We got this from Mackenzie Farms. But before we start, let me just start. A lot of them have flower. We had a late frost. Unfortunately, we brought it out at that time. He killed all the blossoms. But if you see my previous videos, you have seen that a lot of them have fruited. This Sugar Bear had a lot of blossoms. Unfortunately, that we covered it, but it was still a little too cold for the blossoms, so we had it behind the greenhouse. We put frost protection, but it didn't work out as well. But the good thing is that it did not kill the plants, and we're just happy with that. Just a little point that we like to point out: we have some comfrey growing here. This is a medicinal plant. Let me know if you have any tips for that. I'm glad we have that added into our medicinal garden. This one right here, to be honest, this one I think this is gonna go. This was a 4-in-1 citrus that we got from Costco 4 years ago. But what happened is that we didn't have any heat source in the greenhouse. We were still working on getting a cable out with the heater. And we had a lot of days that were single digits and it just didn't make it. And I know there's a lot of new growth here, but honestly, I think it's from the rootstock since this is grafted. It's not gonna be from the actual Mayor lime, and I can't remember the other variety. So I think this might go away and it's gonna be replaced with something else. We'll see. So we're gonna move into ones that are a little older, that has fruited every year since we bought it. Now this is our orange, blood orange. We got also from Mackenzie Farm. Also has so many blossoms. Late frost killed it all, but has a lot of beautiful, shiny, new growth, new leaves here. So I'm not upset. I know that it just happened. The tree can only do as much, but this one, we got it from Mackenzie Farms in South Carolina. And they also, you have to contact, if you want them to ship it to you. I'm not being sponsored, by the way. Everything we bought from them is just amazing. Comes well packaged, healthy. But it's our job to keep it nice and healthy too. So we got, you have to call them to make an order, just letting you know. Prices are very reasonable. This blood orange is a 4-year. Every single year, it has given us oranges, every time. Except this time we brought it out, covered it, last frost, killed the blossoms, but we learn from our mistakes. We're not perfect. Right here next to me, I had this beautiful and gorgeous grapefruit, and it has one little blossom here. Same thing happened, but the only thing is that this one had a lot of grapefruits, and we harvested it, and it just it was spending a lot of time, a lot of energy on the grapefruit. We got this little shrub from Home Depot about 3 years ago. Last year this year early January was the day that we had a lot, this thing full of grapefruit, but we had it holding in the tree for a long time, so I was spending the energy on that. But anyways, we have one more grapefruit we're gonna harvest. I'm gonna let my husband do that. Okay, so we're gonna harvest the last grapefruit.
Peel this. I wanna see. It's very easy to peel. There we go. Like the color, look, it's very juicy, and it tasted very good. The last grapefruit from this tree.
Okay, so for some reason I feel like the oranges, the grapefruit wasn't like ripening fast enough. And this particular tree, I don't know how many months, because it was here for like 4 months and it wasn't like ripe all the way. Tastes like a grapefruit, a little bit bitter, sour, and sweet. It doesn't have all the orange color, but it's grown from, we grew it ourselves. Well, we bought the tree and took care of it. And this is one of the last one. We tasted another one. It was so good. So growing this in Virginia, we had to keep bringing it inside the house. And if you have like a little lamp, growing light, you put it in here, and that's how we got a lot of blood orange from this tree here. The only thing is that we have in the laundry room, we have a window that gets a lot of sun, so that has been enough for this to produce fruit. Now we moved it to the greenhouse because we got this new greenhouse, and that's when we decided to get it out. But in the winter it's gonna go back inside, but this has been here for 3 years. So if you have a window with a lot of sun, it has worked for us. But if not, buy some grow lights, inexpensive grow lights, put it on top of this, and it has fruited for us. So we do it 3 ways. Now we're gonna go inside the greenhouse and show you the ones that we're growing in ground, and we're gonna go to the last one in front of the greenhouse that we're going also. Now we are inside here, the greenhouse. We are in the process of cleaning everything. So this is a new greenhouse. This is the Monarca greenhouse, that's what we call it. We got the south plant there, but we have a lemon that is growing in the ground, and we have a few lemons here. One of the mistakes that we make, because I like to speak about the mistakes, because that's how we learn from this, and we share with mistakes with other ones so they can learn from that, is that it was in this greenhouse, it got really cold, so it killed the other one we had. We had about one that was 5 feet tall. I think there was some growth that it was gonna bounce back, but I didn't want to spend the time and energy waiting. I got impatient, we got a new one. But we had that for several years, that gave us major lemon every year until we neglected it because of the heat, and it was a new greenhouse, so we didn't know much of it. But now that should try. We're gonna show you another one inside the greenhouse, and another one that we're going outside in ground. And now these are the ones we had outside. If you see my previous videos, or if you haven't, please check them out. We had a frost protection in here. We had incandescent lights in each of the trees, and that was enough for us to keep them alive. They went through a lot of single digits. I find this did better than the ones in the greenhouse, because over there we didn't have a way to bring the lights all the way over there, and right here we're right next to an outlet, so we can bring lights here. So this is a little avocado we are trying. It had flowers, but it dropped all the flowers, and we'll see if it's going to do well. If not, we're just gonna have to remove it and plant something else. So we're gonna spend our time and energy into this, or give this to someone who has a greenhouse that can take care of it. That's right here. We have an Arctic Frost Satsuma there. Yes, a tiny little bit one there. That is a new one, also from Mackenzie Farms, that we got it this year. So that was planted back in October, and you know, in Virginia we get really cold days. This one was from Plantogram. We still had the little tag over here. It came out beautifully, and I can smell like perfume here, because I think, let me see what kind is. I think this is the Wari Satsuma. Oh no, this is the Sugar Bell Satsuma. It's so full of blossoms here, and also this survived the hot weather, I'm sorry, not the hot weather, the cold weather, the single digits. It didn't. It was here outside, but with protection. I had to mention that they did. So it was inside here. It was in the high 30s every time we came to check. The next one we have now, this is the Wari Satsuma. This is the one that has thrived more than anything else. Like when we plant the first year, we got a crop. Second year we have a crop, and then it's just beautiful. I just finished fertilizing. I see some yellow leaves. Now the plant that we have in this greenhouse here, because we had a lot of ice, so it damaged a lot of. So this isn't meant for a lot of snow and ice. So we're gonna change this and put cattle panel instead and reinforce it real well. Since we had successful growing it, we're going to do that, and we're gonna use the frost protection. So the main part is just having a great structure, something better than this, and frost cloth and incandescent light. And this is how we have been successfully growing some citrus in Virginia. Still learning, still making mistakes, but trying to do better in the process. Let me know if you guys are growing any citrus in cold areas. I'd like to hear what your recommendations are. And that is the update for the citrus that we're growing here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.